Hey everybody, it's the Aaronator here, and we got our 22nd episode of our Vancouver Canucks GM mode commentary here on the PS4. Guys, in the last episode, we went and started off the season, and we got up to about a halfway point or so, and right now we are sucking very much. Played 50 games, and that's because I can math. 20 plus 24 plus 6. It's back in school. It's really annoying, because now I'm a lot busier. And that means less videos. And this one may come out a bit late. And this one also may be a very long video. I can already predict right now that it's probably going to be 30 to 40 minutes. Depends what happens in this episode, guys. As of right now, I have not... Well, I looked at a couple trades, but I'm not doing any trades. At least not for right now. Are we at the trade deadline? Are we? No, we still got a bit of ways to go. But at this point, unless we pull a rabbit out of a hat, I don't know what kind of references you want me to make, but we're not making the playoffs. I just have a feeling we've been just not doing stellar at all. Just from the start of the season, this entire season is gone. I'm just going to start saving so then we can get this on with. Unless Matt Murray wants to start playing really amazing along with Demko, so then we don't let in 5 to 8 goals per game. I'd like that not to be our average. Then maybe we might stand a chance at making the playoffs. But otherwise, we can start scouting some European goalies over here. Russian goalies. There's 5 of them, so let's scout for 3 weeks. You never know. That would be nice to get a good Russian goalie. Hopefully he would be able to stop some pucks. Oh my gosh. And now we start winning. Now let's make this an even longer video by trying to contemplate on a trade because maybe our team does or doesn't need help. But at this point, I'm not making a trade. If we're going to make it back into the playoffs, we're going to start winning. And I don't know what the heck just happened, okay? Like, why did this happen last episode? Why'd you have to put all this pressure on me? Oh my gosh. I was going to say, guys, that if we don't make the playoffs, I'm just going to do the draft in this video. It's going to be a really long video. That's what I'm expecting. But even though we went on that big winning streak, we may have gone somewhere. Magna, potential 60. He's a lot older. So at this point, he's not going to be much. So let's see. We can do a play reading. Sure. At this point, Jules disengaged. You know what? I'm not seeing what I expect from you, dude. You have to prove to me that you deserve more by sitting on the bench. Warming up that bench a lot. Make sure it's nice and warm for other players. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. I think that's on the trade deadline day, but I don't want... Yeah, okay. So we'll sim to that day, and then we'll see what the standings are like. See how close it is. Scouting is done there. We've done 2 times. Let's check out goalies in there, because I'm not sure if we've done goalies, but I have a feeling we've done forwards and defensemen in the States. The trading block is fine the way it is. We don't need to do anything major. Let's go and see if Nicholas Backstrom or anybody was traded quick. That could be interesting. Roman Josi is going to Philly for 2 first-round picks. That's really dumb, that's really dumb Philadelphia, I should say. They added Riley Sheahan along with trading away Frolik and No, that was a different trade. Happy Boolin. Frolik. Whoa. Winnipeg got Frolik and then traded him to Columbus. What? Zach Parise is going to New Jersey. Kevin Shattenkirk to Buffalo. What the heck? TJ Oshie to Anaheim. Frederick Anderson to Washington. Like this. Mikhail Bodker to New Jersey. Chris Kreider to Tampa. Okay, I'm just going to say right now, guys, this trade deadline is like a candy store for 3-year-olds like me. And if I see that many trades in a trade deadline and they're that big in real life, that would be crazy. I'm not sure if it'd be good. As long as the Canucks made a trade and it was good, then I would be happy. I'd otherwise be happy for all the other teams for deciding to trade franchise defensemen just for fun, just to entertain all the fans. But it doesn't work that way. It's a lot more than that. It looks like there's not many players really at all, unless you want Radulov or Furland. So I'm not seeing. I'm just gonna have a quick look. Ryan Suter, and he's 91 overall, but we don't. No, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. Pontus Aberg. As for wingers like that, he's 26. He's not gonna get much better. New Jersey or Nashville. Nicholas Jensen. Nathan, should we trade him? Maybe he'll help us make the playoffs. He'll be the best player. Brower, Steen, Kennedy. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing. Eric Stahl, yep. See, he would have been 83 overall at big contract. Well, we retained some cap, but we would have had him for the usual 5.5 or whatever. Backstrom's still available, but as I said, guys, it doesn't make sense. Most of you guys agreed, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're not going to make any trades. I mean, here, if there's any, actually, I should probably check and see where we are in the standings. If we're really not that great, I will trade a guy with 1 year left that doesn't look like he's going to be on our team. Whoever that may be. I haven't actually looked at the team in a bit. Wow. LA, San Jose, and Edmonton. 3 top teams almost in the league, basically. And even with that winning streak, we're still the worst team. That just tells you how bad we started. Like, goodness gracious. We're only 6 points out of a playoff spot. You know what? I'll check and see who's on the block. If there's anybody with 1 year left on our team that just makes the most sense, we may do that. I don't want to make any trades, but yeah, Liljegren is going to happen. So he's 87 overall, which is really nice. Let's see. Horvat, all those guys. Rodin, Bure, Mateau, all those guys. We got some really nice pieces here. But that's why we have to win now. Tanev, we're keeping because we got rid of Goodbranson and we got to keep Tanev. Besser, Liljegren, we got to make lots of signings. We should have cap space. We have 17 million right now. Hansen may or may not leave later on. You know what? No. At this point, we might as well keep these guys. Like, Jannik Hansen may or may not be on the team next year. Same with DJ King, or Dwight King, sorry. But, I mean, we just have to deal with it. We're going to just see what our team looks like in free agency or in the re-sign phase when it comes up. But for now, we're just going to go with our team. You never know. There's still a month and a half left, so we could make some noise, but we got to start winning some games, obviously. Ben Hutton is gaining morale. We got an injury, so just replace his player. It's in the AHL, so it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, 5-0 loss. That's exactly what we want. Punetsov, let's see, put you back, because I think you were on the top 6. Zhuknov, yeah, he was. Punetsov was on the top line because he had a solid potential. Let's see his stats. We have some good prospects here. Ooh, nice shot. That's nice. Bitten seems to be developing nicely, and Root Canal. Anyone seen Finding Nemo? You'd know what that is. Defense. Maybe that was from a different movie. I don't know. Looks like our goalies could be solid, so we could have lots of solid players. When we get to the draft or even to the re-signs, if the Demko is developed, maybe Matt Murray goes or not. Maybe Matt Bauer goes. Maybe we get rid of Demko. I don't know. We could get rid of any of them. 30 and 30. 31 and 30. The 9 overtime losses is just 9 free points. We got to get to 40 points or 40 wins if we want to have a chance. So don't focus on the let's scout some super Swedes for a month. You guys got to get up to 10 wins. That's your goal. Or get up 10 wins as of right now. So cuz that getting up to 40 points or 40 wins, that gets you about 80 points. So plus the 9 that you have right now. So we want to get up to 10, or you got to win 5 more. 40, you're aiming for 40 wins, boys. Let's go. Wow. This is getting tight. Divisional opponents, a loss and a win. San Jose, we got a win. Look at that. 38, 33 and 9, guys. Oh no. Nope, we missed it. Because there's 5 X's and you can only have 5 teams in there. So a lot to be proud of, Barchi. You're doing solid. You guys had a solid finish to the year. Finish strong, boys. Have that good morale for next year. You're going to need it. So let's see where we are right here. Pacific Division. I mean, look at that. We can actually technically tie. It's just the regulation overtime wins. So, you know what? If we miss playoffs, that's okay. But I want to get up to 40 wins. That would be That would be a big improvement on previous years. And next year, I know we said it last year, but that was because we didn't expect to have such a bad start. But let's get up to 40 wins, boys. Arizona, let's get the win. Failing to make the playoffs. There's a win. And Minnesota to finish off the season, a win. 6-0. Guys, see? That's good. I don't know if you guys are mad, but the fact that our team was able to just work their butts off, work hard, and make it that close, like that's good. We have a team for next year. And our AHL team did really successful as well. So you know what? This was a good season. Not quite the result we wanted, but I mean, we came out of from worst. We were the worst team in the West, and we only missed it by 2 points. We got ahead of Chicago, Minnesota, all those teams. So honestly, that's a pretty good season. Entire league, 19th. So that's solid. We're not in the top 10 place, which honestly, I know you guys are probably like, oh, I want to get a top 5 pick, trade Hansen, get another number 3 overall pick. It doesn't matter. We can still get that technically because we missed the playoffs, but we just don't need it. We got tons of great players. Besser and VC is going to be a really stellar pairing, possibly. Barchi, Tuck, like we have good forwards. 23 goals for Tuck, pretty solid. Mateau, Horvat, Vakanen, Hansen, Castles, Hannafin, points, 66. Veleno at 50 points on the third line. Wasn't he playing second line time? He was a he was a +3, so that's good. Tryamkin, Brassard, and King are all going to be gone because Veleno doesn't like him, and apparently Veleno's our captain or something. So he gets to make the decisions. I don't know how that works. Points, there you go. Osmic's going to be gone, -25. That's not acceptable. Clearly, he just didn't need to be on the team. Jews will be gone as well. Tryamkin could be gone. Due to cap reasons and just multiple things like that. Castles really had a bad year from last season. He was a lot better. Had 20 more points last season than this time. Yeah, that wasn't a great year for him. Hansen -15. He'll probably have to head out. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Just had a little interruption. So obviously, there are some guys that could be moved out, and this could be the interesting one, the tandem that was sucking. But, Matt Murray and arguably Demko, I mean, they came back and played a lot more solid than before. So, at this point, Demko, I don't think he's going to get much better, and Matt Murray's not going to get much better. So, does that mean we trade one of them, or both of them, maybe to different teams, to get a number 1 goalie? Do we want to do that? But, I mean, honestly, at this point, I would just keep Matt Murray or Demko. One of the two, whatever you guys think. And then, whatever happened. Honestly, I know it's not good, but we need to be better. It's going to have some negatives, but that will make it so then there's more morale, at least. Girard and Osmic, darn it, why are those guys happy? And then all of our good players are mad. Dumb. I don't understand that. You guys realize that at the beginning of the season, your first 3 games, you let in 5 goals each. I'm pretty sure you lost 10-0. No, maybe that was a different game. Or different season. You lost like 8-1 earlier in the season. That's just not acceptable. But we came back and started playing more stellar. So since we missed the playoffs, we're at the 15-minute mark. We're gonna check out awards. We checked out the stats. We're gonna check out the awards. And we'll check out a couple of different things. So for what the team is looking for, honestly, another forward wouldn't hurt. I'm not saying it would be the best idea. We don't necessarily need a forward, but yeah, maybe a defenseman. Well, we can scout some more Swedish players either way. So let's see how our AHL team does, because they're pretty successful. But now it's going to matter. This is going to matter because the AHL team, I noticed that if you don't go deep in the playoffs, or if you do make the playoffs, even if you're a strong team, you got it. You have to play. You have to be successful. You have to you have to work. You have to play hard as a team. Boom. English. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I don't find that if you don't make it past the first round, or if you, often I find that my AHL team doesn't make it past the first round, or they don't make it in the playoffs or something like that. Utica is the one team that even in any GM mode, I feel like they just make it somehow. But it's interesting. I want to make sure that the best players, no matter what, are on the ice at all times. So we're going to switch that up. Archibald is more of just a fourth line guy. We got to get in someone with a bit of defense in there. Let's see. Volk has some good defensive awareness. Left wings, Rustalainen, Volt Vozenelik. He has some solid defensive stats. We'll put you on the penalty kill, bud, because we need to be a much better team. Let's move that guy, Schwery, up. Rustalainen, there you go. 3-on-3. And that should be okay the way it is. Let's do that. There you go. That should be, yeah, something like that. Extra attacker, Bitten can be the guy, and he might be in the NHL next year, which could be interesting. Any other guys that we need to switch? I might switch Archibald for one of these other guys, possibly. Because I want the AHL team to do successful, obviously. So you know what? Let's put in Zhukov's 23, Danska's 22. We'll put in Zhukov. He can play center, so he'll play center there. That'll make more sense. That's solid. There you go. Bure's going to stay on the AHL team no matter what. So let's see if our AHL team can. Let's see if they can go far in the playoffs. 2-0 loss, 6-4 win, 5-4 overtime loss, and a loss. So you know what? That's okay. I wasted 3 minutes of my time, or 2 minutes of my time, just to do lines, just to see our team lose 3-1 in the first round. You guys suck. Best lines gone. Okay, so now we're gonna focus on the draft because that's really all we can focus on. We're gonna go sim to the draft. We'll check out the awards. I'm not sure if you guys ever want to see the player stats during the season, but you know what? I do that anyways because some people like seeing how players develop even later on in years. But it should be okay. We're just going to do the awards stats, do it hopefully within a matter of 3 or 5 minutes, do the draft, hopefully only 5 minutes, but still taking our time. I don't want to... 30 minutes would be a good time for this video for how long we want to do it. That it just makes most sense, I think. There's one Swedish goalie. You never know. 2 weeks. Boom. I'm actually going to check the scouting. No, you know what? We don't even need to pin players to the watch list. It doesn't matter. It's just going to take up time. We'll just, wherever our position is, we just need to draft in the best position. We're not going to be moving up in the draft just to select one player. If there's one guy that we like, we can draft him. Check forwards, 3 weeks. You never know. We could grab a Yager or two. That'd be kind of nice, right? Pick up a Yermer Yager to help us win the Cup. Stanley Cup goes to the LA Kings, and the Grand Rapids Griffins win the Calder Cup. Not the Calder Cup trophy, but the Calder, just the Calder Cup. Not the Calder Memorial Trophy, but the Calder Cup. There you go. Because they made it super confusing by making it the same as the rookie trophy in the NHL. So, yeah. Edit trade block. Yeah, that's fine. It's just gonna want us to trade draft picks lower than a 4th to 7th for top 6 players, which is fine. But no team's gonna offer us that. So playoff tree. If you really guys want to see it, just pause it at this point. LA really did. Oh, I was gonna say they were dominant. They beat out San Jose, which was one of the top teams, right? So I think LA was up there pretty high too. But it looks like they played off against each other, and LA won. And then they beat Edmonton and Winnipeg, and then they beat Carolina in 5. There you go. So awards, obviously LA wins the Cup, Edmonton wins the President's Trophy, and then LA and Carolina. And that interests me that Pittsburgh was in the finals for 3 of the past 5 years. Art Ross Trophy goes to Sagan. Hart Memorial goes to Stamkos. Carlson wins the James Norris. Lady Byng goes to Tyler Sagan. Tyson Jost, I believe, goes to... Tyson Jost wins the Calder Memorial Trophy. Conn Smythe goes to Jonathan Quick. Vezina Trophy goes to Jonathan Quick. Martin Jones and James Reimer win the William N. Jennings a couple times in this GM mode. I've noticed 2 goalies that won it, so that's pretty cool. Bill Masterton, look at that. The guy that we could have had... Julius Bergman, high franchise. He's probably a 90 overall by now. Darn it. Ryan Getzlaff, Frank J. Selke Trophy. Ted Lindsay Award goes to Steven Stamkos, and Jonathan Tavares wins the Maurice Richard Trophy for the second time in 3 years. There you go. Makes sense. We checked out the stats, so that should be okay. I think that... Oh, we were going to check out player stats. So I'll just do a quick rundown of goals and then points and then rookie skaters and goalies and stuff. That's really all it is. Goals, 52 for Tavares, Ovechkin 45. Holy moly, Tyson Jost in his rookie year gets 41 goals. That's insane. Wow. He's only 82 overall. What the heck? That was kind of unnecessary or just random. VC in the top 10 for goals. Yeah, he was number 10 with 34. Good for him. Great player. I'm telling you guys. He's legit. Points, Seguin, Stamkos, Tavares, Pasternak, who's now 97 overall. So he definitely developed into a decent player. Tatar, Crosby, Kucherov, Eichel, McDavid. McDavid's not as good as Eichel. Wow. That's unexpected. Dalcol had tons of points. That's kind of insane as a third liner. Backstrom had 74 points. That might have been helpful. Perry, Druin, Eriksson Ek, 74 points. And that's the kind of stats he is? Huh? You never know. Aho, Eberle, Ovechkin. Yeah. Puljujarvi. We could have had Puljujarvi. He went to Boston. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so he's a first-line forward. 22 years old. Oh, Boston. Pasternak and what's his name? Oh my gosh, Pasternak, Matthews, and Puljujarvi. Guys, Boston's stacked. They're stacked. We had more to do, but you know what? It's goalies, so honestly, fine. I'll go do it. I know some of you guys don't like this. Possibly, I don't mind it, but I mean, I feel bad just skipping out on them. So you might as well check if we can get there quick without taking all this time. Goalies, I'll just do wins, and you guys can check out the stats. Because if they're not in the 33 for goal or the wins, then yeah, it looks like Corey Schneider was one of the top goalies along with Quick, just because Quick was the better goalie. It seemed when it came to LA being successful, even though Schneider looked better. Quick just played more. So honestly, I would think that Schneider's the best goalie. Crazy. Both those 34s, 35-year-olds. Like, that's crazy. Hart. Any other new goalies? John Gillies, Fitzpatrick. I think he was with Edmonton. Rookie skaters. Quick thing. Goals. Okay, so this is sort of messed up. But we already know who won the Calder, and that was Tyson Jost with 41 goals as an 82 overall player. That's crazy. We're just going to go straight into the draft. Jump in. Do we get a top 3 pick? No, we don't. Washington gets the first overall pick, and they will select Tarasov. Sounds like a Russian, I think. Second pick, 2 elite snipers. Goring. Arizona gets Christensen. Christensen? Yeah, I think it's Christensen. It could be. Funk. Wow, that's kind of cool. Funky. Funk it down. St. Louis. Drummond. Okay, now it's getting bad. Oh, gosh. Wait, okay. Blaine. Nice fire gym leader right there. Blacker. James. Broden, Toronto. Really? We moved down? Oh, no. That's just because we were stacked. Oh, we traded our first. We traded to Carolina. So let's see who they get. Okay, good. Center, top 6 center power forward. It's nothing huge, so it's okay. Giordano to the Senators. Anderson. Okay, that's enough. I don't even think I think we're down to a 3rd round pick, right? Oh, no, we still have a second. That's good. Elite stand-up goalie. Holy moly. Martin Brodeur at his finest. Or at least Martin Brodeur the second. That's what I meant. Let's just see any good potential. Quincy, 20 years old. He has some decent stats. He could be an interesting guy. Ooh, there's some nice offensive stats with Timothy Gregor. Potential is stellar. Holmstrom, we could get a Swede, 20 years old. He doesn't have the greatest stats for a 20-year-old, so maybe not. Pete, he's from Croatia. Aaron Pete, oh my gosh, Croatian guy named Aaron. Jay McAllister. Manny Corey. Gotta check Vanier. Okay, I know it's not great, but you know what? We're gonna take Aaron Pete from Croatia. Yeah, medium top 9. Gregor was also medium top 9. So I mean, we got a right winger. That's okay. We need more wingers than centers. Holmstrom was not the greatest pick. And now we will skip on to third round pick. Holy moly, Backus is to the Ottawa Senators. Holy moly, they're stacking up on the veterans with the cap. They're not going to be able to watch. They're going to lose Erik Karlsson, who just won the Norris for the 4th time in 5 years. Probably even one more before that. Trevor Habscheid, 19 years old, not bad. Lamb, Scott Sterling, Logan Sterling. I might get him. Ben Biggs. That is the greatest name ever. Why? Because it's simple. Tkachuk, any relation to that other guy? Yo, we plays for the London Knights too. It's kind of cool. Fukufuji, Thibault, Goligoski, Rodriguez, Fiddler, Iserman. Oh my gosh, this is great. You know what? I'm just gonna go. Let's go. What do we need? We lost a good Branson, and we might be losing Triumphant soon. So let's get up Ben Biggs. So he's horrible. He'll never live, or he'll never play a game ever, probably, unless he boosts up to low franchise. I doubt it. Finley, South Korean player. Honestly, we could just have fun with this because half these guys probably aren't gonna do that much. He didn't look that bad. Carney, Russell Lannon, Robinson Ekblad, George Tutu. Oh my gosh, there's some high stats. 18 years old, Tutu. I'm gonna go with you. See what it rhymed, right? So low bottom 6. Honestly, he could have some decent stats, so I'm okay with taking that. Obviously we are doing this quick, and some of these players may not play, and I mean we still want to maybe get those late gems in the rough. I'm trying to go for names, but also I'm trying a bit this draft. Norm Niedermeyer, Manis maybe. Ooh, there's some good stats there. Faceoffs are only 71, but it's not horrible. Harold Drummond, Chris Downing, Mark Modano. That's pretty close to Mike. Sniper though. Yaher, Peter Eliash, Grinder, 20 years old. He has some nice stats in there. I want to take Eliash there. He looked like pretty solid. Honestly, as a grinder, we could use medium bottom 6. Not horrible. It's not like AHL. If it's an AHL, then it's kind of pointless. If it's low bottom 6, that's pretty much AHL. So medium bottom 6, not horrible for the 5th round. Lars Blomstrand. Last time we took a Blomstrand, I believe he was a 60 overall AHL player, and that was because the Canucks literally took him. He's not great. Jesper Strogren, not great stats. I'm not seeing anything. Mats Jorgensen. There's some decent stats for an 18-year-old defenseman. Matthias Hedman. I noticed this guy when we were entering the draft. Mats Ekman, Jordan Tavares, center sniper. Okay, we'll take on that Jorgensen, the defenseman. AHL top 2D, and he's a medium 7, so not horrible. Not horrible, once again. Do we have a 7th round pick? We do. So let's see if we can get that late round steal. Maybe even the South Korean. I'm pretty sure that's South Korean flag. I'm almost 100% positive. Ivan Varlamov. And is there anything that we've actually scouted? Semenov. Just any high stats. I'm not looking for a potential. I'm looking for high stats, like 80s. And then they're like yellow or green. There's a green 80 for passing that I just saw. And there was that. Laurent Robitaille, 18 years old sniper. Yeah. Grattan, Carl, Bell. I'm not seeing it. Oh, Fred Chow. Fred Chow. There's some decent numbers in there. It's not great, once again, but I mean, we don't have much to go off of. There's only 2 other players, Palmieri and Callis. So we're going to take Fred Chow, boys. Fred Chow! Hey, medium 70. Look at that. See, I got some drafting skills, boys. Okay, so someone got Breland. Whatever. There you go. That's it. We got some nice names and some possibly nice players. We can check out their overalls. 30 minutes. That's not bad. 31 minutes, basically. And we're good. So we got some guys to sign. Hannafin and Hutton are there, but I don't think they're actually signing. Our guys we have to sign. Demko is a UFA, guys. He wants a really cheap contract. Oh, guys, $6 million. He could be decent. He could get better. Kyle Kaiser, we could sign him eventually. I'm just gonna release some of these guys. Schneider's done. Dodge is done. That could be interesting. Demko and Murray. Liljegren. $7 million. That's not bad. He wants $7 million for 8 years. So I might want to go for a cheaper contract if I can, or if not cheaper, then longer term at least. Tanev, probably 4 years at $4 million. That might work. That's a solid contract for him probably. Triamkin, he wants. That's not a horrible contract, but it is a top 60. We could use other guys. Weebois. Whatever you guys think. I think we should release one of our defensemen or so. We can give quite a few guys a try. At least let them have the chance. Subban guys may not be here next season. Besser, this is the big one. Please want lots. 5.6. So possibly not. First liner kind of stuff. King I'm gonna let go because he's just not make sense. Osmic just wasn't. He didn't have a good year. Wow, his potential grew up. So that's interesting. He could be a very solid player. I'm just gonna sign him to a 2-way contract. I'm just signing some of the main guys. I might be able to do this in this video. I'm gonna leave Castles. We might just do something like qualify RFA or something if we have to, but there's some centers that here. I think Abels is done. He might play in the AHL, but aside from that, I mean, he wants a 2-way contract, so you know what, we can sign him. Zhuknov is done. Let's see, left wings. Who do we got? Eliash. Look at that. Eliash wasn't that bad. So we got a grinder. Nice. Tutu wasn't that bad either. See, we got some high overall players. In later drafts, it's a lot easier to find those kind of guys. Might as well do 2-way contracts for some of these guys. Aaron Pete, I'm going to play him in the AHL. Volejnik, he's gone. Hansen and Besser, I'll let you guys have some input on some of these UFAs. We can obviously sign some guys and maybe not sign some guys. Subban just didn't develop. That's kind of sad. It would have been nice to have a guy like Jordan Subban. But, guys, we're going to leave a lot of these guys out. We have lots of defensemen. Hughes is already gone. I can already tell. He's not developing. So, we got to skip out on him. Chow could be eventually signed. Parent, low top 4, has a 2-way contract. He might as well play. Olsen. Looks like he won't develop. I'm looking at the guys who are a bit older and a bit younger. So some of these guys, if they want, they want 2-way contracts. So as a defenseman, even to play in the AHL, he wanted 2 years. That's okay. I'm going to make sure that's 1 year. There you go. That should be the AHL for the... That should be the AHL defenseman is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Triamkin, Tanev, Liljegren. We want to sign Liljegren, so I can even try and sign him. Should we sign him to a 1 year? That might even be good. Possibly. We can also check out and see what his developing is like. But how did he actually do last year? I didn't really check out how he was. 13 points, 0. That's not bad. He's not like a minus player. He's just just not ahead of the group. He's a really good passer, great defensive awareness. He has some good stats. It's not super balanced out, but his stats are pretty good for that. I just hope he develops into a 90 overall player. We need him to. We just need him like that. Demko. So as for Demko, Liljegren, Tanev, Triamkin, Besser, and Hansen. Which guys should stay on the team? Which guys should we trade? Brassard could possibly get traded because I think we have a lot of centers, and I think that enough of these guys. Horvat can play top 6. Bitten and or Valeno and or even Girard could probably play in the top 6. So you guys can let me know what you think about just all the position, all the players. I will skip up one day. And you can see who signs. Lots of the two-way guys. That's pretty much all we did, and then we released some guys. So you guys can let us know, or let me know, what you guys think we should do. As for trades and signings, we will do free agency next episode. And I am busy. I've been quite busy for the past while. A long episode. I know you guys like them. At least most of you guys do, you said. So hopefully that's okay. Our time is a big thing right now, guys, for when we're going to be recording these things. Because the one question, aside from guys we possibly need to sign and what could be approved upon and what could be traded and stuff, I think one more year is going to happen. And the one big question, though, that I want to ask for you guys is, do you want this to carry into NHL 17? Because then we might even be able to do 2 more years if we want to wait for some of these guys to develop. If not, and we can obviously make some of these bigger ones to get through chunks of the season. Like we could, in the next episode, we could literally do the entire season. Well, not that one. We could do like the first month after the free agency, and then we could do the whole season, then playoffs if we make it there. And then if not, then I don't know. At that point, just let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, but you guys all know all the basic stuff. Check out, let me know, obviously, about what you guys think of the series and stuff like that. But I'm going to end it off there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one.